Diggs, please.
Daniel Jones is in a boot and has a moderate high ankle sprain per Pat Shurmur. He couldn't play if Giants had a game today. Shurmur compared it to what Saquon Barkley had. Slightly less severe. Barkley missed 3 games, so get ready for the return of Eli Manning on Monday versus the Eagles.
Just awkwardly long. Welcome back to the Pat McAfee Show. That is big time news.
Yeah,
Danny Dimes.
Take them 100%. Put your money on the Giants.
Well, it's just like when Andy Dalton came back this past
Yeah.
weekend against the Jets. He was the only human that was excited to play in that game. I don't know how Eli Manning's going to feel. I don't know how he's felt this year. But the fact that he's coming in relief of Danny Dimes on Monday Night Football, of all places, with Booger McFarland on the call, I cannot wait to see how it plays out. Who they got?
Eagles.
Yeah.
Giants-Eagles. This is a heated rivalry. I only know that because Steve Weatherford, who was punter for the Giants for a long time, buried the Philadelphia Eagles any chance he got. I was like, I didn't know they hated each other that bad. We got a beautiful NFC East showdown on Monday Night Football with Eli Manning and Carson Wentz. Who can suck more, the Giants or the Eagles? The Eagles have everything in front of them. The playoffs are still there because the Dallas Cowboys don't want it bad enough. The Washington Redskins are still mathematically in the equation to be the NFC East representative and the NFC East champion. Will Eli Manning come crawling out of that grave with his robotic arm win on Monday Night Football? I'll be excited to see.
It's an audition for Eli.
Yeah.
It is, right?
Does he still have it for next year? He's going to pass for 380 yards. Probably
The Eagles
throw
defense
3
does stink.
Yes.
Who?
Shepard.
It'll be very interesting to see how this works because Saquon Barkley, I assume they're just going to feed him. That guy is not. By the way, Saquon has not done that well this year.
he's
They
not.
don't give him
Sophomore
the
slump.
ball.
They don't give
They
him.
don't really use him.
No.
But also, there was some stat where he had like, oh man, I don't remember the exact number.
I know he hasn't had a 100-yard rushing game since like week 2.
But there's something like he's had. Oh, I don't want to say it.
Tackle, like behind the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, he's had like he has more less than 1 yard runs,
Yes,
I think, than
that's true.
like anybody in the
Really?
history of the game right now. Yeah, because
That's how he was last year, too. Even in his great season, he was either boom or bust.
boom or bust. He's gone. He got hurt this year, right? So maybe that held him back a little bit. His offseason was interesting with people he was choosing to hang around.
Not
and
a
doing.
great idea.
But the that Giants team, if Danny Dimes gets hurt and Eli Manning comes back in and does well, it's going to be an entire Manning fest all next week in New York. Where's he headed? Who's he going to play for? There's a lot of teams that have terrible quarterbacks right now playing quarterback. They're going to want him. I'll be excited to see how it all plays out. Now, let's say this happens, right? Eli Manning, noted Patriot killer, right? That's what he is.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, we know, is going with Josh McDaniels down to the Dallas Cowboys. What if Eli Manning finished his career with the New England Patriots after putting on a performance on Monday Night Football that makes Bill Belichick go, well, we're moving on to Manning.
What say you, Connor?
I mean, it would be full circle. He owes us 2 Super Bowls,
He owes you 2 Super Bowls.
What if actually it did go for full circle and San Diego or LA get rid of Rivers and he goes back to the place he wouldn't go on draft night?
You think Archie's going to let him go to L.A.?
Maybe it's time.
Maybe it's time. Hey, you go to Southern California over there, Eli. Let's go ahead and enjoy this one last haul here. And they stink. So if you do bad, you do bad. Nobody sees them on TV. Nobody will know. And you do good, you save an entire franchise. Not only do you win for the Giants and you're beloved there, you go win for the Chargers. That could possibly happen on Monday night as the Giants take on the Eagles in the Manning-Wentz Bowl. Is Eli Manning back? How has Eli handled this sitting and this benching for Danny Dimes? Has he still gotten reps in? Has he still tried as hard as he possibly can? I'd assume yes, because he's a Manning. We'll find out on Monday Night Football on ESPN.